Welcome to 2 out of 3 Recommend. I'm Lee.
And I'm Brett.
We're two brothers out of three getting together to chat.
And recommend drinks, movies, shows, and things to keep you busy.
Welcome to another episode of 2 out of 3 Brothers, where 2 out of 3 brothers talk about stuff. How are you, Brett?
I am good, Lee. How are you?
I'm good. The weather's turned.
It is cold.
Yeah, it rained twice today. The only two times it rained today were as I walked to my day job and as I walked home from my day job.
That's good.
But I was most of the way there when it started raining. So
Good for the farmers.
Good for the farmers.
You have to say that. You have to say that's legally obligated.
Yeah. Since we're actually, and I don't think people remember this, we're still legally, like, stage three restrictions were made law.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
So all of you out there having 4-minute showers, pull your heads in.
Yeah.
And watering your lawns on a Tuesday.
Don't have a lawn.
Good. I don't have
That's
a lawn
how I'm very
either.
sustainable. I don't have a lawn. That's about
Which
it.
means you can have a 4-minute shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I barely wash dishes. Let's be honest.
Speaking of not having dishes to watch, if you drink out of a can, you don't have dishes to wash.
Single use.
Well, no, 10 cents. You should see. It's a little bit embarrassing, the box of cans that I have in my kitchen right now. This is called a Razatang.
Like a orangutan.
When the Razatang rings, this vodka raspberry brings a fresh berry twist with a bit of a kick. Chomp responsibly.
What am I chomping?
Well, hopefully not
1.8 standard drinks.
Yeah, it's 6%. It's Australian. That's what the can looks like, everybody.
It's actually got an orangutan. Do you reckon they were going to call it orangutan, but then they couldn't because that's racist?
But it's got raspberries. I didn't see any other drinks from this kind of brand in the shop.
I was going to say, this
So it
looks
could be a
completely
one
new to me.
Off. It is Australian, it is gluten-free, and it is also vegan. So it could be good. I don't know where in Australia, though.
I'm going to go with South Australia.
The Australian Beer Company, Wackley Road, Yenda, New South Wales.
Oh, I sneezed.
Oh, bless you. Let's see what it's like.
Good.
Cheers. Oh, it is very fake raspberry.
It's actually pretty good.
It is good, actually.
Oh, actually.
That's of recent times,
Interesting aftertaste.
that's up there for me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aftertaste.
Yeah, it's a weird aftertaste.
It's
you know what
very-
that's the taste of? My palate is expecting... do it again. My palate is expecting gluten. So it's like, where's the gluten? It's like last week was gluten-free. We're not gluten-free, people. We're just
Can
being
you pass
inclusive.
me that glass? Because I feel like this is very red.
It looks quite pink, yeah.
Like, the taste of it is very red.
Yeah. That's like creaming soda. Oh, no, that's pink. That is pink.
That's post-mix pub pink.
No, that's weak cordial pink.
But it tastes good.
It does taste good.
I just got a bubbles up my nose. Yeah, that's a win.
It's not as sweet. It's not as sweet as like raspberry. Like if we were doing grenadine and lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as sweet.
Don't ever make me grenadine lemonade.
Okay, shit.
Okay.
Fuck.
You know I hate it.
I know. You hate it because it overpowers everything.
Yeah.
You know what it overpowers the taste of, though?
What?
Lemonade.
The lemonade. Well done, Razatang.
Well done, Razatang.
Does it come
was
in a
good.
slab, hopefully?
That's the new cruiser.
Because it was actually only $20.
I was talking to a friend the other day when we went to the footy, and we were talking about beverages because we went to the pub and we were going to have a few beverages.
Yes.
And then I was like, I'll start with a cider, but I'm like, I can't drink cider for as long as I used to,
No.
right? Too bloaty.
Very sweety too.
And then he was talking, he said beer, and he's like, what do you drink beer? I'm like, fuck no, mate. Not that much has changed. And he said, you know what he'd drink without, if he could, no matter wherever.
What?
UDLs.
Why can't he?
Yeah, why can't you? He goes, I don't want to be that guy that drinks UDLs. I'm like, come on, mate. It's fine.
You know
in the
what?
privacy of your own home, you can drink a UDL.
No, in public you can drink a UDL.
Yeah.
I was away at the weekend for a baseball
Pineapple
tournament,
UDLs.
and lots of the guys were drinking UDLs. And you know what's quite popular at my own baseball club?
Cruises.
A guava cruiser.
I had one the other day on Anzac Day.
Good.
In memory of the troops. I had because I was like, I drove to someone's house.
Yep.
And then I was like, I didn't say I should have one drink. Somebody's like, does anybody want a cruiser? I was like, I'll have a cruiser. It was orange and passion fruit flavour.
Yep.
And it was like, oh, you'll be right to drive. I'm like, yeah, it's 0.9 standard drinks. I'll be fine.
It's a cruiser.
I could have 6 and I'll be right.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just had the one.
Very chomped responsibly.
I chomped responsibly.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Have a UDL.
Drink whatever you want. I don't care.
It's bloody 2024. You do you, babe.
You do you, babe. No cap.
Do you know what
wrong, wasn't it?
You know what was a hit over the weekend? Was the hard solo.
Hard rated, yeah.
Hard
So
rated,
people were
sorry.
drinking that on Anzac Day? No. Where was I recently and people drinking hard rated?
Well, I can tell you where I was recently that people were drinking hard rated.
I was at our cousin's house.
Oh, okay.
Prees, people were drinking hard rated.
But by the slab, super expensive.
Oh, Canadian clubs, same.
Literally twice the price of a slab of Somersby.
Would it work out cheaper if you just got a bottle of vodka?
And a bottle of neutral spirit? Yes.
A bottle of vodka and a bottle of Solo.
Probably. If you bought a bottle of vodka and a slab of Solo, though cans, even of soft drink, have gone up.
Yep. Also, touching base on a recent conversation.
Yep. Still no bottles of Coke, no sugar at 7-Eleven Saganina.
Still no real Coke at Coles in Melbourne Central.
It's been a week.
You know where I had to go to get a Coke? Easy
Woolworths.
Mart.
Oh, Easy Mart.
I went to Woolworths as well. No Coke. So I went to Easy Mart and it's $5.63 or what fucking weird prices they have at Easy Mart. I was not happy.
I do not get it.
Yeah.
Why there is still no Coke, no sugar. Normal Coke, no sugar.
It's these
7-Eleven Truganina, because there is Coke, no sugar lime. There is Coke, no sugar vanilla. There is Coke, no sugar raspberry. And then an entire shelf of normal Coke.
We need to swap lives. Although there wasn't that much Coke no sugar, sorry.
Well, next time just buy me
Diet
one.
Coke.
Bring me one.
Diet Coke everywhere. Anyway,
Well,
we can't have the same conversation we had last
The
week.
Coca-Cola Corporation have said they're phasing out Diet Coke, but I still see it around a lot.
Well, maybe that's because they just can't get rid of it.
That's true.
Remember when they did that green one that was like Coke Life?
Coke Stevia.
And it had like 35% less sugar or something?
Yeah, and it was natural sweetener, not sugar.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
I had to wash it down with a real Coke.
We had I was working at a cafe at the time, and we had like 2 whole boxes of the bottles left over because no one was buying it. But also the Coke rep told me at the time that they changed Coke Zero to Coke No Sugar because people didn't realise that zero meant 0 calories. So Coke changed it to no sugar, you idiots.
Whereas Pepsi Max
Max taste.
Yeah, which is interesting because it's minimum calories.
It's also minimum amount of tasting like Pepsi.
Yep.
So we've replaced sitcoms with soft drinks?
Yeah, we're just going to talk about. We're going to give the listener a weekly update on Coke stocks
Also,
at our local establishments.
Shane tried the Coke No Sugar Lime and said it was average.
I'm gonna Instagram live from Coles in Melbourne Central.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow morning.
When there is Coke there. I'm gonna be like, everyone, there's Coke. Maybe it's a certain day.
You know what? This could be... People could consider this a new low in my life. I'm actually considering speaking to the manager of 7-Eleven Truganina.
Fuck off.
Be like, any chance of getting a bottle of Coke No Sugar in?
Is there even like an empty spot in the fridge where it would go?
No, it's full of the normal Coke from Melbourne Central Coles.
They get that, yeah.
I'm actually considering buying a 1.25 Coke No Sugar bottle.
And walking down the street with you
Yeah.
in your 7-Eleven sausage roll.
Walking to work with a 1.25 litre Coke.
Anyway.
On the weekend, I won a gold medal.
You did. Congratulations
Yes.
for being old.
My first
Did you say a gold medal or old medal?
gold medal
Okay, cool.
at the Mount Gambier Masters baseball tournament, which was a lot of fun because I thought you had to be 38.
I thought you had to be 35.
But you could be 35. I could have been winning gold medals for 3 years.
Yeah.
But I'm just winning one now that I'm 38. It was a lot of fun. The criticism I have of the Mount Gambier Masters baseball tournament is that all of the medals are actually the same.
Oh, because I thought I saw a post and it didn't say that you won.
Well, you wouldn't know to look at the medal that we won that it is a gold medal
Yeah.
because it is bronze in colour and doesn't say a place on the back of it.
Yeah.
Just says Mount Gambier Masters Baseball Division 2.
I had a netball one like that once. They had Premier's medal and Grand Final medals.
Oh.
So they gave you, was it that or was it Grand Final and then runner-up? No, it was Premier's and then it had Grand Final. And then we could just say we could just say we won. Like
Yeah.
it didn't say where we won or lost.
You just made the grand final.
You were just there.
Does this?
That says winners.
No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. It says winner 2014.
Yeah.
Just one winner.
Yeah.
So that's, other than that, it's a fun tournament. What is funny is that no one was going for us because we were from Victoria.
Oh.
So all the Adelaide teams and the Mount Gambier team were going for the Adelaide team that we were against.
Right.
And then we won Division
Nice.
2. Then the game that followed us was a Mount Gambier team versus a team from Ballarat.
Oh, so you were going for them.
And Ballarat won as well.
Ooh,
So
brutal.
Victoria won all of the gold medals. And the guy from Ballarat joked that they might not be invited back because this was their first year and they won gold in Division 1. But it was a lot of fun, as well as just, getting away with some mates and playing some sport.
Nice.
Drank a lot of hard solo and a bit of Summersby too.
Ooh.
But the hard solo was good. Lots of people liking the hard solo.
Because it's very easy to drink.
Almost too easy to drink.
I'm going to look next time. I'm going to do a price comparison next time I go to my local liquor.
See what a
What a
normal
10
solo
pack
costs.
of hard rated is
45.
versus a 10 pack of like Canadian clubs.
They're close because we were at Dan's in Mount Gambier and it was like 108 for a slab case of solo and like 104 for a CC and dry case / slab.
Right.
Not cheap. Drinking's not cheap these days.
Nah. Cosy living.
Cosy lives.
Yeah.
Shall I talk about a book that I may have already talked about?
Yeah, let's do it.
This book here is The Tea Ladies. I'm holding it up like Molly on Hey Hey.
Do yourself a favour.
Do yourself a favour. If you like this type of book, obviously if you don't like this type of book, don't read it.
That's fine.
It is a Sydney author and it is a lady. So Amanda Hampson, the author, was doing a talk at our local library. So I took Mum
Oh, yeah.
because I'm a writer and Mum is a reader.
That's good.
And this is a mystery. And I was trying to explain to Mum, here's another genre I don't think you'll like. I was trying to explain to Mum what a cozy mystery is.
You've explained this. It's dumb.
Because Mum, in a TV show, loves a cozy mystery.
Oh, yeah. Very Midsummer Murders.
Midsummer Murders, a Miss Marple.
Miss Marple.
Going back a few years,
Yep.
a Heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Yep. Or a Rosemary and Thyme. Remember that show?
Oh, far out. No.
They're two friends. One's named Rosemary and the other one's surname is Thyme. Not a first name Thyme. that's stupid.
Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah. And they solved crimes together.
Okay.
Yeah, as a little old lady couple
Murder,
of
She
friends.
Wrote.
So this is about 4 tea ladies in the fashion district in Sydney in the 60s.
4 tea ladies.
Yeah, so tea ladies, they used to go around with the trolley, with the kettle and the teapot. And they have to solve a murder.
They have to?
Well, they don't have to.
Okay.
They do. And there's murder and arson and adultery.
Ooh, all in the one thing.
All in the one book. It's a
Wow.
big book. There's a lot going on.
So that's 3 separate cases. Or
Yes.
just like a
Well,
wife
there's
cheat on her husband
some-
and then burn him.
some interconnectedness between the murder and the arson,
Okay.
and the adultery is a little bit separate.
Cool.
But they're four very different ladies, and they're very good characters, as well as the setting is very good.
They sit down on the lounge while Archie gets Irene's drink. There you go.
Yeah, Irene loves a
likely
drink.
that wasn't a spoiler.
And this guy did it. No, it's a very good book. The way she has written the characters is very good. I didn't pick the killer / arsonist.
Oh, / adulterer.
And I didn't pick the adultering thing.
Right.
But it's good. If you like this kind of book, then you would like it. I'm casting it, right? I'm casting Noni
Hazelhurst
as the main woman, as Hazel,
Okay.
the main woman,
And
not
which-
just because of her name.
And which one does Jackie Weaver play?
Jackie Weaver plays Irene,
Okay.
because Irene, we love Jackie Weaver, but Jackie Weaver plays rough well. Irene is rough. Her teeth are false, and she keeps taking her teeth out so she can smoke her pipe.
Right.
And she swears a lot.
Yep.
Then there's Merle, the one that's a bit uppity.
Okay.
I don't know if I've quite cast her yet. Sigrid Thornton?
Sigrid Thornton.
Could be. And then I was
She could be Noni.
actually thinking,
Rhonda Birchmore.
now she's not a movie actress.
So?
This would be a better TV series than a movie,
Yep.
I reckon.
Because then you could do these 3 ones.
Binge
but
if you're
then
watching.
keep going.
Well, they're all interlocking, which makes for a good
Yeah.
limited series.
Yeah.
There could be more. I think at the end it says potential sequels.
Nice.
But she's written a lot of other books, Amanda Hampson,
Oh, yeah, 6.
in cozy mystery kind of settings.
Speaking of cozy mystery settings.
So, I reviewed this book recently, huge seller, The Thursday Murder Club, an incredible bestseller that I'd heard about and then saw in the airport in Bali, so I bought it for my flight home. We talked about it, and we talked about the possibility of casting it.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
We got it right. We got one right.
well, one is very obvious, so obvious that she is the first picture when you click on any article. And that is Helen Mirren.
Yeah, nailed it.
So the Thursday Murder Club adaptation was announced in September 2020, coinciding with the release of the book. So it was optioned before the book even came
Oh,
out.
very godfather of them.
Amblin acquired the adaptation rights.
Spielberg.
Netflix revealed their involvement in April 2024. Author Richard Osman expressed his excitement about the project, highlighting the talented individuals involved, including director Chris Columbus
Oh,
and the impressive
interesting.
cast. The filming will happen between June and September this year. The cast: Helen Mirren
Yep,
portrays
Tick.
Elizabeth,
Correct.
the main woman.
yep.
Helen Mirren acclaimed for her roles in The Queen and The Last Station.
Uh-huh.
On
They
the
Googled, what did Helen Mirren get an Oscar for?
on the other hand, Sir Ben Kingsley, known for
Gandhi,
and
Sexy Beast.
Schindler's List,
Oh, shit.
embodies
Maybe,
the character of Ibrahim Arif. In addition, Pierce Brosnan, recognised for his portrayal of James Bond,
Okay.
takes on the role of Ron Ritchie. So
We
Ibrahim,
didn't cast either of them, did we? Who
No.
did we do? Jim Broadbent or something?
yeah, well, I think Ben Kingsley is good as Ibrahim. He is an ex-psychiatrist, a retired psychiatrist, Ibrahim,
Right.
in the book. And Ron Ritchie is a bit of a rough ex-union kind of guy.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they're the main three.
Nice.
And then after that, it becomes an ad for Netflix.
Cool.
So we did say Helen Mirren.
Yes.
There's room
It should be good.
for another woman and another slightly younger woman, which could be other people. But if you are regular listeners, you can go back through the archives and find when I first reviewed the Thursday Murder Club. I found the reveal of the killer not so exciting in the Thursday Murder Club as I did in the Tea Ladies.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
I don't know if I'm going to read any more of his books, but I will read more of Amanda Hampson's because I've met her in person.
That's nice.
And this one is signed.
Oh, dear Lee.
It says,
Milk, no sugar.
"To Rhonda, all the best, Amanda Hampson." So obviously I bought that for Mum for a birthday.
Hope it's not the one coming.
That's
Surprise.
what I've read, and that's being turned into a movie or possibly TV show.
Speaking of TV shows on Netflix.
Yes.
I watched a new one that's been getting a lot of press lately.
All right.
Called Baby Reindeer.
Oh, I wanted to watch it.
I watched one episode.
Yep.
It's very good.
Oh, good.
So it's about this guy who is a shit comic and he works in a pub and then has a stalker,
Yep.
right? And the guy who stars in it wrote and directed it.
Ooh.
And it's also his story. So it happened to him and people are freaking the shit out that that's what happened. Yeah. So it's like, what? And then this woman who's the stalker, it's not a spoiler because you know straight from the start. I was watching it and I'm like, fuck, she looks familiar. And it was, Pride, the movie Pride.
Yeah.
The woman,
Yeah.
the younger one that's Welsh.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Do you know
her.
what, do you know what she's also in?
Thursday Murder Club?
Outlaws.
Right, okay.
You know that one, Christopher Walken, and Stephen Merchant.
Oh, yes.
And it's I think one of the guys that did, Sons of Anarchy
Yep, okay.
combined with Stephen Merchant. So it's a great crime show, but also hilarious. And I highly recommend Outlaws.
Yeah, so
Also on Prime.
Yeah, she's very good in the first episode. Like I was watching the first episode, I'm like, what are the first awards that she's eligible for?
Well, yeah, a lot of
looking
people
pretty good.
are raving about her. Quite a few people kind of thought it was a bit comedy because it's about a comedian and she's a comic actress.
Yeah, no.
And then watched like one episode and went, oh, no.
Weird.
Prime is describing it as not your average bunny boiler story.
Oh, okay. I'm keen to see how it all goes. Because the end of the first episode, you're like, oh, mate, what are you doing?
Well, the actual stalker has apparently come out and said, I don't like it. Like, well,
No,
really?
Really?
Yeah, because it paints you as a stalker, you psycho.
Yeah.
All right, Baby Reindeer.
Baby
you do
Reindeer, recommend. And I'm going to watch more of it over the next
Okay.
week, hopefully, and let you know.
Can I go on to a bit of remembering and remembering
and let's get cool. Yep.
My friend has a, in 2 weeks' time, 4-year-old. She already has him, but he'll be 4 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we were talking the other night, and
Sunny Boys.
No, they are watching Banana Man. And I was like,
Banana Man.
I'm like, you mean the original, right?
Banana Man?
Yeah. And Super Ted.
Super Ted.
Yeah.
You had a toy Super Ted, didn't you?
Well, no, I think, it's actually in this room.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't look behind the camera, people. I did have...
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I do have a teddy bear that has a cape. It's not particularly
It's
Super
not
Ted
Super
from
Ted.
that.
It's like Ted Super.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It's like the random wrestler doll that I had
It's
that
like
I decided
Amazing
was
Ted.
He-Man, even though
Yeah.
it looks nothing like
Yeah.
He-Man.
The Amazing Ted. Yeah.
Yeah. That just brought back those
Wow.
little
Banana Man.
5-minute in-between show cartoons on ABC.
Because it wasn't a real show, was it? And then the baddie was... I didn't like this because the baddie was Apple Man, and apples are better than bananas.
Nah.
Correct. They are.
You know what's good like Banana Man's not just nostalgia. So my friend's husband is British, and Banana Man is a British show.
Right.
So we watched it here because back in the 90s, TV came from more than just America. And yeah, so we got Banana Man, and also,
It's on ABC.
yeah, Neil got Banana Man as well as Super Ted, which is kind of linked. Banana Man, a young boy named Eric, transforms into a super strong hero by eating bananas. His crow friend provides bananas.
There's a crow?
As Banana
remember
Man,
a
he
crow.
battles villains while keeping his alter ego secret from others.
Oh.
Oh, Tim Brooke Taylor from The Goodies was the narrator, and Bill Oddie, also from The Goodies, was Crow.
I don't remember a crow. You know what? I don't remember much other than it was a man that was a banana.
Only 40 episodes.
Wow.
You know, it's funny though, the boys, and like the boy and his friend, they don't play Banana Man, they play Eric. So
okay.
they're like playing the kid turning into Banana Man, not playing Banana Man.
Right.
They just play as Eric. It's only got a 6.10 on IMDb, unfortunately.
Well, a 6.10?
A 6.7 out of 10. These really are two standard drinks.
Banana Man. I'm going to go as Banana Man for Halloween.
And Super Ted has his, like, robot-y friend, Spotty.
I don't remember as much.
The robot with the spots. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Super Ted as much.
I don't necessarily remember the show and the details, but I remember that the show existed.
And we watched it.
And we watched it, and it was on between shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little bit of nostalgia from this week. Let's get nostalgic in here.
There you go. Etiquette. So you... Okay.
Oh.
You had a thing last week that you were going to talk about, and it's a week later, and you still haven't shut up about it. So please go ahead, because I'm sick of you talking about it. It is a fair point.
I'm just going to throw it out there from the start.
Yeah. People are stupid.
Correct. Park at a petrol bowser.
Yeah.
Right?
Were they actually parked? They were, yeah.
They were not getting petrol.
Maybe they did, and they were just staying there.
Well, so this is what happened. It was Saturday night, and we were on the way home, and I'd forgotten that I needed petrol. So when the Uber dropped us at where my car was and I was going to drive you home, the petrol light came on.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I have to get petrol. But that was okay because we got to get a sausage roll.
Yep.
But pulled into the 7-Eleven. Pulled up behind someone. Nothing. Person sitting in the driver's seat.
Yep.
Nothing. And I'm like, what the F is going on here? Nothing. Guy came from the store to the car, spoke in the window to the driver.
Yep.
And then walked off.
Yep.
Met his mate on the street and just left.
Yep.
Then I'm like, oh, well, that's done. The guy's going to move. Nothing. And then I had to toot him.
Yeah.
Like, but just don't park there. They have parking spots at petrol stations.
Yeah.
Have some consideration.
That one, not many.
Now that I say it out loud, it doesn't seem as serious as in the moment.
It was very annoying. All of us in the car were like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and there were swears.
There were swears.
We swore. Anyway, just have a bit of consideration for your fellow person.
Just quick. People are in a hurry. I know it was late at night, but there's people behind you. Hurry up. And because it was you need diesel. It's the only diesel one.
It was the only diesel pump. And this car was not a diesel car.
No.
So, park in a parking spot.
Yeah.
Not at a petrol bowser.
Yeah. Do you remember, this was something that it was always scared me, that gave me anxiety. You know, as when we were younger and you would pay for the petrol and then you would go in and like prepay.
Yeah, because when petrol price first went stupid price, now we're just used to $2. Petrol theft was a huge thing.
And you would go in... No, but this was like, you'd be pumping I nearly said gas, then petrol.
Yep.
And then I would go in and be like, oh, number 4. And then you'd be done.
Oh, okay.
And I would be worried
Dad would
that
just
I
give you the money
yeah,
and go
I
in.
would always be worried that I would get to the thing and you wouldn't be finished.
Yeah.
I'd be like, sorry, guys. I'm next, number 4.
Yeah.
And then you would leave. Yeah.
I
It was a way of making it quicker.
sometimes stand to the side and just watch. And then when I see you about to put
And
it
then
back,
you give the motor
then I go.
card with the card and they go old school.
Yeah, old school. And then you have to tell them what the odometer
And then
reading
so you're
is.
walking going 934 721 934. That's a lot of kilometers. But yeah, you'd have to be like 93124 93124 93124 93124.
And then you forget the PIN number because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
repeating the odometer.
No, I still remember it.
Yeah, I think we all remember Mum and Dad's PIN number.
Yep.
Sorry,
they've
Mum and Dad.
changed it.
Hopefully. Not that they can't trust us, of course.
No,
Do we have any other tips for people?
I haven't.
What other segment did we come up with last week that I've
think that was
forgotten
it.
about? Something to watch this week.
Something to watch this week.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Speaking of remember rent and rent, then you meant to harmonise. Remember rent and remember rent and remember rent and. All right.
Cuckoo.
Um,
That's my favourite bit. Can you?
Pitch Perfect is what we are watching for Two Drink Cinema this week.
Yes.
2012. 12. Not an anniversary. 2012.
Yeah.
The show that came about because of Glee.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you are looking for a movie to watch Pitch Perfect in the next couple of days, and our review on Two Drink Cinema feed will come out on Friday.
It's an enjoyable watch. I'm looking forward to it.
Also, if you have any suggestions of things to watch, because you might be listening to 2 out of 3 Brothers because you found Two Drink Cinema, but we don't review many movies that you've seen.
That's true.
So if there's something that you have watched that you would like us to review, then get in touch with us on the socials at 2 out of 3 Brothers, and we will add it to the randomizer. Mm-hmm. Or if you message us a number of times, we'll just do
We'll
it.
just do it.
Because the randomizer has a lot of movies on it.
There's a lot, and I added another one the other day.
I think I've got another couple to add as well. Are the
Cool.
Hunger Games on there? They're iconic.
Don't know. Yeah.
Is Pride on there? Because I want to watch Pride again. I recommended Pride to someone recently, actually, because it's a very good movie.
Nice.
And I'm recommending it to you, the listener.
It is a very good movie. Because she was in that show, I watched it and go, I went, I'm going to watch Pride. So I watched it again.
If you get AIDS from a sleeping bag in your extension, I'll nurse you back to health myself. Thanks for listening to another episode of 2 out of 3 Brothers. Like and subscribe and tell your friends. If you've got any etiquette tips, you can let us know as well. And if you've got anything Aussie kid rememberings, reminiscences, nostalgias,
Yeah.
get in touch on the socials at 2 out of 3 Brothers, or join us on the Facebook group that is linked in the episode description. Thank you, Brett.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks for listening to 2 out of 3 Recommend. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcast and become a member, gaining early access to episodes and an exclusive episode each month, sign up as a member using the link in the show notes.
If there's something you'd like to recommend to us, get in touch on the socials or in our Facebook group.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on your podcast app or on YouTube. Leave us a rating and review and tell your friends.